Hi guys, and welcome back to the 13 Days of Halloween. Okay, I'm gonna take the spider off because it's just freaking me out. So for today's video, I'm just going to be doing a Halloween tag. I figured it would just be a fun video to add into this whole 13 days of Halloween. I didn't want to create my own tag just because I felt like that would kind of defeat the purpose of answering questions like randomly. So I looked it up online and I found a Halloween tag that I believe was created by the YouTuber Simply Kenna. I actually just started following her like a month ago, so that's kind of funny, but I haven't seen her video. So it is just called the Spooky Halloween tag. If any of you want to make videos doing it, go right ahead. I tag all of you or answer the questions down below, answer some of the questions down below. You do you, but I'll be interested to read your answers as well. No, nobody tagged me. I tagged myself. I don't care. I'm a lone wolf. Mom. I'll try to keep this short and spooky, and let's just get right into it. Question 1. Favorite horror or Halloween themed song? So I guess I'm just gonna be like totally basic and say that my favorite Halloween song is actually the Monster Mash. I just love it. Question 2. Name something you wouldn't want to run into in a dark forest or abandoned building. Like literally anything that would be creeping in those two places. But if I'm gonna have to be more specific, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yep, I pick him. I would not want to run into Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. In the dark woods, in an abandoned building, in my bathroom, like nowhere. Bro, get out of my house. Question 3. Have you ever played with an Ouija board? Yes, I have. Of course. A Ouija board? I never know how to say it. I used to love that stuff when I was younger, like late elementary, middle school days. Me and my best friend and my sister were really into it. And there was this one time though that we were playing it and my aunt had passed away when I was young, my mother's sister, and we didn't know her middle name, so we asked to contact her as a spirit because it's somebody that we had known had passed away. And we asked what her middle name was, and the Ouija board spelled out Rosemary. And so we asked my mom, and she said yes, that was her middle name. And like to this day, it's just like the weirdest thing. So I do believe in spirits. And she was also like she was very into like, you know, she loved witchy stuff, like astrology stuff. Like she was like me in that way. So it just seems if we're gonna contact anybody, it, you know, makes sense that it would have been her. And I did not know her middle name, my sister didn't know her middle name, and my best friend didn't know her middle name, so very mysterious. Question 4. Favorite horror monster or villain? Probably Michael Myers. I just love the Halloween movies when we're talking about like actual horror movies. 5. What's the creepiest thing that's ever happened while you were alone? That's kind of tough, like off the top of my head. I feel like a lot of creepy stuff happens when I'm alone because I'm more on edge and like more alert and paying attention to small noises. For a while, when my husband and I moved into this house, I like genuinely thought it was haunted. I don't feel that way anymore. I don't know if maybe the spirit is comfortable with us being here now. Like I'm not sure, but I used to hear the strangest noises, and when I would get out of the shower, I would come into our bedroom and there would always be this very like distinct smell of apple cinnamon that had nothing to do with any products I had, and I thought it was really strange, but it didn't happen when like my husband got out of the shower, and sometimes it happened when I wasn't showering, so I don't know what it was. Question 6. If you were dared to spend the night in a haunted house, would you? Fuck no. Am I getting money for this or like any kind of notoriety? Like what am I getting for spending the night in a haunted house? Just a dare? Like, yep, I did it. No! I used to break into haunted houses with my friends when we were like teenagers. Sounds terrible. Why am I admitting this on camera? But no, they were like abandoned houses and we would sneak in. We didn't like break down the door or anything. It was creepy enough, and there's just no way in hell that I would be staying in one of those houses overnight. Question 7. Are you superstitious? Yes, I am absolutely so superstitious. I'm very, very superstitious person. I can't help myself, and if I didn't have to be, I wouldn't be, but I am. Question 8. Do you ever see figures in your peripheral vision? Yes, I do, a lot. Question 9. Which urban legend scares you the most? I can't really think of like a bunch of urban legends, but I know those stories they used to spread around. The one about the dog licking the person's hand, but it's not really a dog, it's like an intruder. Question 10. Do you prefer gore or thrillers? I can handle gore. I just feel like gore is really cheesy and just like sometimes just disgusting, like, and unnecessary. I feel like thrillers are just way more interesting and get their point across more subtly, and you can just do a horror movie so much better without all the gore. I don't like it. I think it's dumb. 11. Do you believe in multiple dimensions or worlds? Yes. 12. Ever made a potion of any sort? Yes. I was very into witchy stuff when I was younger, and I remember making like a potion of water and like green food coloring with my friend in 1st grade and telling people it was from a witch house or something that was like near our school or people thought was a witch house. I don't know. And then we like threw it around in the grass. Question 13. Do you get scared easily? It depends. When I'm at a haunted house, no, like nothing scares me. If I go to a scary movie, I'm not scared. Like if you jump out and try to scare me, I don't know. I don't scare like that. But if I'm alone, I get really scared. I hate to be alone, especially at night, and I hate to be in the dark. So yeah, I definitely like get scared at night when I'm alone very easily, and I'm very paranoid when I hear like noises and stuff. Question 14. Have you ever played Bloody Mary? Duh, yes. Question 15. Do you believe in demons, the devil? I don't know. Honestly, that's something I haven't really explored that much. I definitely believe in ghosts and spirits, but demons and the devil? I don't know. I can't answer that yes or no. Question 16. You're home alone, but you hear footsteps in your house. What do? Like, get the fuck out of there? I would literally grab my phone and bolt, because I'm not playing when it comes to that stuff. Okay, I definitely skipped one. I think it was 17. Oh, if I got trapped in one scary movie, what would it be? I'm just gonna randomly pick Sleepy Hollow because it would be cool to be like back in time and see things during that time period. And I honestly can't think of one. Question 18. If you could only wear one Halloween costume for the rest of your life, what would it be? I guess I would be a witch because that would always be my go-to Halloween costume, forever and always. Witch. Question 19. Would you ever go to a graveyard at night? Yeah, I'd be down to go to a graveyard at night. I don't really see the problem with it. Question 20. In a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? You know, if you watch like The Walking Dead, I probably wouldn't choose a gun because it's too loud. I feel like I'd get like a long stick or something with like a knife attached to it so I wouldn't have to like get too close, and that would be my weapon. And it would have like a little mirror on it so I could see behind me too. Question 21. Would you rather go to a Halloween party or go trick-or-treating? I think it depends. I wouldn't want to go trick-or-treating like myself, but as my son gets older, I am really looking forward to doing that with him. But I would probably always just prefer to go to a Halloween party. Question 22. You're in a horror movie. Are you the final girl, the first to die, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? Probably not the comic relief. Not the skeptic because I'll be believing like whatever. I always hate when people like don't believe somebody that something's going on, especially like when it's haunted and they're like, oh no, it's all in your imagination. I think I would either be the final girl or the first to die. Like if you caught me by surprise and I just didn't even know anything was going on, I could be the first to die. But once I knew that there was even an inkling of something going on, I would go into survival mode like that. 23. Do you have to watch something happy after watching a horror movie so you can go to sleep? It depends. Like if I'm totally alone, then yeah, I do like to watch something like relaxing to help me not be like so on edge. But if I'm with other people, nah, I'm good. 24. Whilst watching scary movies, are you the person who yells at the characters, the person with their eyes covered the whole time, or the person who falls asleep? Honestly, like, I'm not gonna fall asleep unless it sucks. My eyes aren't gonna be covered. Unless, like, it's, like, really grotesque or something, then I'm probably not gonna want to watch it. I don't really, like, yell at the characters. I guess that's what I would be most likely to do, but I'm more like that annoying person that's always trying to, like, guess what the next twist or turn is. That's me. Sorry. High five. Are you the one who gets scared or the one that does the scaring? I've definitely tried to scare people before, so I think I'm the one that does the scaring. Although, if you do jump out at me, it's a possibility that I might scream. Possible. Definite. 100%. 26. Favorite scary book? That's so hard. I don't have one. I don't have like one favorite scary book. I like to read ghost stories out of like a big old book of ghost stories, especially ones that are like kind of historical. If you guys have any like scary book recommendations, leave them down below. I mean, I've read a lot of scary books, but I don't consider them actually scary. Like in the moment, they're a little creepy, but scary? I can't really think of any scary books that have actually legitimately scared me. I would say true crime stuff scares me more than anything, so I tend not to read that kind of stuff just because I get like weird afterwards. 7. How old were you when you saw your first horror movie? I don't even remember. I remember specifically sneaking up to my parents' room and putting on this scary show, and this guy was in a mask, and I was probably like 4 maybe, and I was so creeped out. And then the first time I remember really being like terrified from a horror movie itself, would be considered Jaws, and I think I was like 9 or 10 at the time, and it just scared the fuck out of me, and I've been so scared of sharks ever since. But I guess I'll go with Jaws in the 5th grade. But I feel like after that, I just started watching horror movies like left and right, and I was fine with it for the most part. The Bad Sea was super creepy though. That definitely wigged me out. 28. What was your first Halloween costume? So I actually texted my mom to be sure, and I asked her the first Halloween costume that I chose for myself and the first when I was a baby. So when I was a baby, my first was a pumpkin. So cute. I love that. That's what Abram is this year. For the first one that I chose myself, I wanted to be a pink Power Ranger. And I actually, side note, I wanted to be the yellow Power Ranger, but they didn't sell that costume in stores, so I had to be the pink Power Ranger. And I remember having really cool white cowboy boots. And then I went to my 1st grade class, and there was a boy dressed as the green Power Ranger, or was it red? Now I can't remember. And everybody sang this really embarrassing song about how we loved each other, and then we did a parade, and it was terrible. 9. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? For Halloween this year, I've already been like an orange witch, which you guys saw. I dressed up as a cat for like a little Halloween gathering we had at our house. But for my actual costume, like the one that I'm going to go all out for, I'm going to be Frankenstein. 30. If you could have a spooky Halloween pet, black cat, owl, bat, rat, wolf, what would you pick? I'd probably pick a wolf that, you know, just visited me randomly, I guess. So that was my Halloween tag. Yeah, until then, or as always, have a good day or night.